Hi there, it's Louise here again. Today we're going to be making some scones, just some normal fruit scones. So, first of all, we're going to use some self-raising flour. So we want 200 grams of that, so just pop that into a bowl. And we want half a teaspoon of salt. So just pop that into the bowl. And we want 50 grams of butter or margarine. For this recipe, I actually quite like using margarine. I just think there's not a lot of difference. So I've got 50 grams of margarine in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it into breadcrumbs. So we're just going to rub the margarine into the flour. And if you can just lift it a little bit like this, it just adds a little bit of air in and makes it nice and airy. So we probably need to do this for 2 to 3 minutes until we get a consistency where it's like breadcrumbs. And we've got a nice mixture, and it's all sort of quite fat. It's like fine sand really, so there you go. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add some sugar. So here we've got just 25 grams of caster sugar, so that goes in. And we have got some sultanas here, 50 grams of sultanas, pop them in, and then just with your hands, just give it just a little mix up, just to make sure that the sultanas are evenly dispersed throughout your mixture. Okay. Right, then what we're going to do is pop that aside for a moment. We're just going to break an egg. Okay, so we want 1 egg. Okay, pop the egg in there. And then we're just going to whisk that up. Okay, whisk the egg up. And then we're just going to make it up to probably about 75 mils, quarter of a pint, just a little bit of milk in, don't want too much. Like that. Okay, so once we've got our egg and milk mixture, it's just a matter then of popping it into our flour mixture. So I'm not going to pour it all in because then the mixture might be too sloppy. So I'll just probably put about 2/3 of it in, and then just get the fork, give it a mix up like that, bring it all together. Now I can see that this mixture is near enough absorbing all that, so I'm not going to put any more egg mixture in. If you put too much in, it's too sloppy and difficult to manage. But the thing is with scones is that they don't like to be handled too much, so the least you handle them, the better. Okay, so this mixture is actually still quite wet, so it's a good job I didn't put any more in. Now what I'm actually going to do now is, we've got it there in the bowl, okay, like that. It's not completely fully together, but what I'm going to do now is pop some flour onto my board. I'm just going to move the phone so that you can see what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to just tip it out like that, get any last little bits in, okay. And so you can see, now I'm just going to tilt the phone a little bit more so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to bring it together. I'm going to pop a little bit of flour on top and bring it together, just very, very gently bringing it together. Make sure you've got a floured surface. Okay, and then you don't really need the rolling pin. All you need to do is, once you've got it like that, is you're going to get a little cutter, put a bit of flour down, and then we're just going to cut out some rounds. So probably get about 4 out of this bit for the starters. 1, 2, 3. And you might want to just rub your cutter into some flour to stop it sticking. 3. There, we've got 4 good scones there. Okay. What we need to do then is put them on a baking tray, just a normal baking tray. Just spray it with a little bit of olive oil, just so that your scones don't stick. There we go. And then what we're going to do is just pop each one of those onto there. Okay. Okay, that's 4 that we've got. And then with this mixture that we've got left, we're just going to gather it up. We'll probably make another couple of scones out of this. A bit more flour down if you need it. Press it down. Make one more there. That's it. And that can go onto your baking tray. And then we'll just squish this together. Like that. Turn it around. And then we can just, there we go, make one last scone out of that. There we go, and pop that. That's probably quite a nice one, that one. A little bit bigger. We have got a little bit left, so I'll just roll that up and pop it on just to make an extra little nibble. Okay, then what we're going to do is, with the little bit of egg and milk mixture that we've got left, okay, we're just going to give our scones a little egg wash. So this just makes them nice and brown on top. And gives them a little sheen. So just pop it on with a brush, even the little nibble one. Now they need to go, once they're done, in a hot oven, so that's 200 degrees fan oven, and they probably will take about 10 to 12 minutes, but I always check them after about 8 minutes just to see how they're doing. So I've already heated the oven up, so I'm just going to pop these in the oven now. Okay, and then we'll see what they're like in a few minutes. Okay, hi, so here's my scones, lovely, nicely done, and they've had about, I checked them after 8 minutes, they weren't quite ready, so they've had about 9.5 minutes in total. So what I'm going to do now is just transfer them onto a cooling rack to cool. So there we go. So we just get a knife under, slide under, and just pop them just like that over. Some of them are a bit tricky to get off, but you just pop knife under, and there's a little nibble one that I've done. So we just have a look underneath, and you can just see you tap them and they make a little hollow sound. That means that they're done. Okay, so those are beautiful, perfect scones, and the best way to eat them is with a little bit of raspberry jam, I think, some clotted cream while they're still warm. So what I'm going to do now is make myself a coffee, and I'm going to have one of these. So here we go, a scone as it should be eaten with clotted cream, raspberry jam, and a nice cup of coffee. Cheers!